Welcome to Perfect Guardian, and I'll tell you the pros and cons of preschool. Although most parents would agree that preschool is an important phase in the lives of the children, some surprisingly beg to differ. According to recent studies, a few parents would prefer to keep their little toddlers at home and shield them from the outer world for a little longer. Those not in favor of this opinion believed that preschool was a necessary opportunity for the children to grow mentally and physically in an independent atmosphere. Early childhood programs can prepare and provide the foundation required for a child's future education and can also help in engaging them in age-appropriate experiences. Keeping the child away from home can be a daunting task for parents, but if they are working, it would be absolutely difficult to cart the children around while working at the same time. In this case, preschool could be considered as a good option. This educational experience can help build a child's emotional range along with helping them learn at the same time. Parents can now breathe a sigh of relief as all preschools swear by providing a safe and reliable environment. From storytelling to early peer pressure. Now, what are the preschool advantages and disadvantages? First, I'll tell you about the pros, advantages. It is an early socialization. Preschool is the perfect opportunity for the children to socialize with others of the age, thereby helping them build social skills for later years. At an early stage, if parents or teachers notice that the child is not sociable or tends to stay recluse, certain solutions can be thought of and the problem can be rectified before it gets too late. This way, children engage, learn to talk and play amicably with others, while making friends and building relationships. This is an important social milestone for children as they can build their own toddler network. There is an independent attitude. It may be extremely painful for the kids to leave parents behind at first or vice versa. However, eventually, the child begins to adjust to the new environment and begins to develop relationships with others rather than just parents, such as the teacher and even the other students. It is here that children learn and build their own contacts and also learn to play and mingle sociably with others in a structured environment. Preschool provides a self-development environment for the children to grow and excel, that ultimately culminates into an independent nature from very early on. Now, there is an enriching learning and fun. Preschool is more of an opportunities getaway for the toddler. The academic setting is not very laborious for the young ones, but it is the right stepping stone that can help children activate and build strong foundations for the future in school mode. Preschool is a fun learning period for children and is a move made by parents to build a strong base for the child's future scholastic endeavors. Now there is relief for parents. For working parents, leaving the toddlers at preschool becomes rather necessary. Some parents find it extremely difficult to leave the child in the care of a nanny or a daycare center. In this scenario, preschools are the saviors that help parents by shouldering the responsibility and also providing the kids with basic schooling. Now I'm going to tell you about the cons of the preschooling. First, the cost of preschool. A few preschool programs and institutions can be very expensive and are responsible, in most cases, for gaping hole in the parents' bank accounts. This is a prime reason as to why some parents prefer to keep their children at home, in order to avoid unnecessary expenses. Soaring preschool fees is one of the main reasons why parents prefer home tutoring their kids in the initial years. However, They forget to factor the fact that preschools also educate kids in other aspects like sharing and self-confidence. Therefore, it is always advisable to research on the best option available in terms of quality learning and affordable fees. Now there is unsafe environment. Kids spend a sustainable amount of time at preschools that range from anywhere 5 to 8 hours. It could end up being hazardous in terms of long hours spent away from the home, conflicts between children over toys, no parental supervision, and also in terms of the objects or material the children have to deal with while away from home. These are some of the aspects that parents have to think over before taking a stand as to whether they should admit their child to the preschool or not. Although most preschools provide a safe environment, a thorough research about the claims is a must before taking a final decision. Now there can be health implications. Children at the ages of 3 and 4 are not used to a new environment than the ones that they have been brought up in. With the increasing number of children enrolling at preschool, there is also an increase in the level of illness and diseases that spreads through one child to another. After all, how much the 3 or 4-year-old know about hygiene or wellness? By sharing toys, lunches, or even just by playing with their classmates, kids may fall sick. Now there is pangs of separation. More than any other aspect, parents find the emotional ordeal of being separated from the child a very tense one. The child is also suddenly exposed to a new environment without the protection or the shield provided by parents. As a result, parents get emotional while children, in most cases, cry when left at the school. Now there is lesser attention. All tiny tots require attention from very early on. And in early childhood programs, this is more of a distant possibility. With many kids to take care of, teachers or caretakers find it increasingly difficult to provide one-on-one attention to children. In this case, teachers may end up providing lesser attention per child, giving lesser opportunity for children to grow individually. The earlier a child is put into preschool, the easier the adaptation is for the kid and the parents. Preschool is not only about fun and games, but is also a crucial aspect in terms of academic and social development. Therefore, parents have to ask the right questions and research thoroughly to gauge the advantage and disadvantages of preschool before admitting the children into one. It is, after all, a matter of placing the right foot and opting for the right choice that can make or break a more distant future educational experience. So I told you about the pros and cons of preschool. Now you have to decide that you should go for preschool or not. It all depends upon you. If you want any suggestions, you can just write down your comment beneath my video. If you didn't like it, then also you can give the comment that you didn't like my views, because what I am telling you, it is my views where I have studied on the websites and on different books. So if you like it, please like it. If you dislike it, just give your remarks. So now please subscribe to my channel Perfect Guardian and give your comments. Your comments means a lot for my channel and for others also. Even your likes and dislikes means a lot for us. So thank you. Please subscribe to my channel.